Welcome to the Typical Skeptic Podcast, where we dive deep, you decide. Questioning the matrix from UFOs, where the shadows unknown reside. Rob Kalil busting myths like ghosts in the night. Paranormal pros, secret space ops, yo, we keep it real, no fright. Typical skeptical, seeking, never sleeping on the lies. Aliens, Anunnaki, black ops in disguise. From abductions to ancient scripts, we flip the script. Why TSP style, mile after mile, truth can't hide. Hold up, TSP crew assemble, we dismantle the fable. My lab's targeted souls breaking out of the stable. Dogman howling, Bigfoot prowling, cryptids in the mist. Mandela the fifth twist in reality, can't resist the twist. Soul trap snapping, reincarnation mapping, holographic dreams. Near-death visions, out-of-body missions, waking up the teams. No censorship here, we fear no elite scheme. Conspiracy kings ringing bells, hear the freedom ring. Skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies. Extraterrestrials, interdimensional highs.
Welcome to Typical Skeptic Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic Podcast. I'm really excited about my guest today. I'm going to bring him to the stage in a second. Today we have our show is Remembering James Rink, his conference intro before he passed away, an upcoming memorial. On Typical Skeptic Podcast 2773, I welcome Oksana Buchanan, my good friend, and also my good friend Melissa Downard, for a heartfelt conversation honoring our close friend, the late James Rink. James was a pioneering voice in the secret space program and experiencer communities, and the founder of Super Soldier Talk. Throughout years of interviews, conferences, and independent research, he created a platform where experiencers could share extraordinary memories, testimony, and personal accounts that were often dismissed or ignored elsewhere. Oksana and Melissa will reflect on James they knew personally, the impact of his work, their memories together, and the legacy he leaves behind. We'll also discuss information surrounding the conference and James' upcoming memorial. And a little bit more about my guest. Oksana Buchanan is a regressive hypnosis practitioner and the experiencer who has publicly discussed memories involving the SSP and alleged former role connected to Dark Fleet. Her work explores suppressed memories, personal healing, consciousness, and experiencer testimony. And Melissa Downard is a multidimensional healer and intuitive channeler whose work focuses on spiritual awareness, energetic healing, and multidimensional experience. Both Melissa and Oksana were good friends of James and shared an important connection with his work and community. And I'm bringing them to the stage now. Hey guys, how's everybody doing?
Hi. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah. Where did we want to start? Oksana, did you want to start off and tell us what were you?
Thank you, Rob, for inviting us. And Melissa had great news. She finally connected with the guy who was filming the whole conference. And she can talk all about it. And he edited a lot of videos and he's editing them all and releasing them, publishing them. And at some point we're going to have a memorial because it's very important for people to see that conference. I saw parts of it from different people, but it's like to have that put all together as a memorial with all the videos published. It's just amazing and very happy about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah. And Melissa, do you want to tell us a little bit more about it? And yeah, this sounds amazing.
This is hot off the press as of last night, actually. Finally had great communication with Doug White. He was our AV guy for the conference. and he had all the recordings and everything for the conference Super Soldier Con 2025, as well as he'd been collecting all the pictures and videos that we had everybody send to him after James' passing to create a beautiful memorial video, and also to add James on the Heroes of Disclosure page. So I'm so excited. Had a great chat with Doug. It's been a process. It's taken time, but he's started. I've got a little thing I'm going to read in a second too, but he's released, maybe, I don't even know, I've lost track, 4 or 5 or more videos. He's already edited of the conference on his Clearview. So I want to actually get the links to you, Rob, so you can share it too. It's on his Rumble.
Yeah.
And so they're out there, and our goal is to get them out to the people who even bought the live stream tickets, like get all the proper recordings out to where it's going to go. So that's our goal. And secondly, we are playing that memorial, and we decided to have it October, where it's going to be a year anniversary of the Super Soldier Conference. So that is when we're going to have the memorial video put together, the Heroes of Disclosure. We're going to have a little presentation we're going to share with all that together. But I did want to say a few things just to set the record straight, because I find it's important where Oksana and I are coming from. And I set the record straight in a really nice way. I think it's important, right, Oksana? We say something. So this is me setting the record straight in some way or form. So Doug and I want to be very clear that we were not affiliated or involved with the responsibilities or actions, decisions, or the processes of the individuals who were previously overseeing the Healing Soul Survivors James nonprofit organization. There has been some difficult circumstances surrounding everything that happened, and out of respect for James, the people involved, in the situation itself, we felt it was important to allow some time for things to settle. Things to settle before deciding how we wanted to move forward. And now that time has come. Doug and I are very excited to share that we are moving forward with the recordings and the videos with that honor James, his work, and the vision that meant so much to him. We are also beginning to plan the memorial. I already said that, in January for James, for the 1-year anniversary. And we feel that this is a beautiful and meaningful way to come together, remember him, celebrate his life, and honor the incredible amount of work, heart, and passion he put into his work. For this is really about James. It's about remembering the man, the work he did, the people he touched, and the vision he was trying to bring forward. Whatever may have happened around that vision afterwards does not take away from what James created or from the beautiful experience so many of us shared with him. Our hearts are in honoring that legacy, preserving the beautiful parts of what he created, and moving forward in a way that we believe James would be proud of. And that is where Doug and I are choosing to place our energy as we move forward. And Oksana, I'm sure you can attest to that as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, I feel him. He just told me he's here, and it feels good.
Yeah. There's been a journey. We've been through it. So there was a difficult time. We're not going to go into it, but I did want to announce. I just wanted to state something so people know that there was a time span between our actions after the conference and other issues that might have come up, but I just want to we weren't affiliated with that in a sense. So we're moving forward with positivity, honoring James, and because of those difficult circumstances before, Oksana and I become great friends now. So we're very grateful for the difficulties we might have had with other people. So yeah, that being said, we're moving forward. Things are coming together. Doug, it's almost like we all had to wait for the energies to settle, things to dissolve, and things are dissolving, all that craziness in the background. It's all dissolving. So now we just move forward with honoring James. So that's what I wanted to state and announce. So here we go.
Yeah.
August 26th now. Yeah.
Did you guys want to share some of your memories with James? Oksana, did you want to go first? You said you feel like he's here right now. You think he's with us?
He told me when Melissa was reading. Yeah. And he said, "Oh, October, I love Halloween. You know how much I love it." He used to send me pictures from the past of him, like in different outfits. And sometimes he would go with friends to Florida to celebrate, and sometimes on Christmas, but like a lot about Halloween. I remember he called me. He said, "I want to show you the huge thing I brought," and he brought this huge figure
Yep.
I think it was some sort of like monster witch in front of his like porch of his house, instead of his house, and he was just like carefully showing me the whole thing, and I was wondering like, how did you drag this thing? Because it was twice as big as him, but he was so excited, and that excitement about things, decoration. It's kind of like a living in childhood all the time. That really I felt this deep connection with him was that, because I love kids. I love everything related to toys, decorations, everything that disconnects you from this harsh reality that always brings you problems, and situations and people from the Matrix agents. Um, yeah, and then he would show me around the house. It was kind of fun. Like he liked things in certain places, and he would just think carefully where to put what. And then his reports about the from the parades. Oh, I visited the parade, and I can hear his voice. It was just a different James from what you would hear him in podcasts, and I could. That was just like the person I really enjoyed, because when you do podcasts you're just different, you're more. I mean, he was a perfectionist, okay, and he wanted everything to go super perfect, and he was already super perfect, but you know how we all are. We don't really see ourselves from like other people perspective, and we always find some problems with our performance. And that's how he was. Like, how was I? Did you like the way I said this and that? And I was like, oh, I forgot this. I couldn't find. But he had like everything in files on his computer. He could find some pictures I sent him like years ago. Like he would save everything. Just amazing how good he was at organization of people, also thinking of each and every detail. Yeah. I mean, he's our souls are multidimensional. So he's here and there. He's on the spaceship. He's here also listening. And he's happy that we're talking about it. He also said that it was supposed to be like what Melissa said, that some things we went through, for us to sort out the people we want to really become friends with and carry on his energy in a way. Like, because right now I'm channeling my soul, and my soul is with his soul. Melissa's doing the same, and you, Rob, are doing the same. 'Cause you're all over the place. I see you in my dreams. By the way, these days dreams are wild, aren't they? Because they were like, I was just explaining, I had like a session right before your podcast, and I was explaining to the client that, you know what, like the just this crazy dreams every time you take a nap, it's very vivid, but they don't make sense, right? And it is because we go through on every branch of a timeline that you didn't even live through in the physical avatar, but you have to change the events to coordinate and frequency wise to connect, so you kind of like compact at a soul level. Because I mean, this matrix total expired, the rules of it, there's going to be new rules of non-physical reality. And I mean, I even see my kids of like the way they see everything, how it's going to be in the future, is totally different. So don't feel like you're selfish if you take care of yourself. Don't feel like you owe anything to, like you have to push yourself to do something for others when you totally feel inside, no, no, I don't want to deal with this person, or I don't want to do this for that person. Don't, because you betray your soul when you do it. You betray yourself.
Yeah,
And that's how
absolutely.
we are,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just,
I love how you nailed that about that everything you just said. It's things have been coming up for me, especially the last 4 weeks, of everything you just said. Working and dealing with other people, moving our energy forward. Is it aligned? Is it matching up? Um, stop being hard on myself and just move forward and trust other things. So it's been everything you just said. I love that. Putting everything,
Right.
that's the of now, and we have to be ready to step into that and set our intentions and move
Right.
forward. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
And even what we kind of like may label, if we go deeply into physicality, people or negative experience, they're really not negative.
no,
This, thanks to these people, I had experiences, and I now know how it feels to deal with a person with a demonic entity. I know how, how it feels exactly. I know how it feels when the person is mildly, you know what I mean? Because I do deal with clients for 9 years, but it takes so much because each case is so different. And when there's a lot of people in the group, it creates an egregore machine. And like I felt through it, like I was on the board of his organization, and I kind of know how I felt dealing with each and every person separate and how it was together. And there's something about the energy, like um Chris told me after, you just feel it sometimes. It's just not there. And I can't explain what. Yeah, and it's like it's great that I went through this. I'm very happy about it. And I'm happy when like people, sometimes we take a pause in our conversation going on. Like Melissa, sometimes we like talk, and then we stop for a while, right?
yeah,
Because we need a break. And that's like, it's normal. It's the same thing. Like I always tell people, if you read my message a month later, that's fine. I'm the same way. Just don't apologize for all these things because we are very intuitive right now.
yep.
I mean, I can ask my kids or even some people I know, what time is it now? Do you think if they don't look at, they say exactly the time. I tested them on my kids' friends and they say exactly the time without even having a phone or a watch. That's how intuitive this energy making us. So just
And
trust your intuition.
and honor. Yeah, I love my new word of the year is honor. Honor yourself and honor. And can you honor others? And if not, then let that energy fall away. It doesn't need to be in your life. Like even now, like there's certain things I'm teaching my daughter. Like, can you honor this and can you honor that? And can they honor you? If not, then let it fall away. And what the experience is actually, it's interesting that we've been through. There wasn't. I was trying to honor everybody, and I wasn't being honored back by certain people. So they're the people that you need to let fall out of your life. Let them fall with it. The energy's not a match, and it's okay. They've taught us something, and it's steered us in a
Uh,
new trajectory, and just kind of bringing us back full circle of this whole energy that we want to move forward. Even with James, let's the positive, like the legacy he left, the people's lives he touched. He helped so many people, and that is, that was all. I'll be admit, it was like all that energy was removed or taken away from the last couple months. So with all the energies that were coming in, it's like it wasn't there. Like we all experienced even with the conference, it was like removed with that. So, but that we
right.
just want to bring that back. And I loved how you shared James's his energy. He loved Halloween. Like those animatronics is what you're described. He had 5 or 6 on the front porch,
Right.
and he helped when I was there. He had it was before I got there. He had people helping him bring them down and set them all up. He had like everything plugged in, lit up, everything. And apparently he had the same intentions for Christmas, but of course that never happened. But every year's past, it was his thing. You're right. He had that childlike energy. He did the energy of Harry Potter, The Hobbit, his faves,
Right.
and then his like. I don't know if a lot of people knew, but I think they do. More people know now. His love of horticulture. He studied that. He sounded like you could look at a plant. He could name it, the given name and the scientific name, and he would just like know everything, just as much as he knew about his disclose, like his changes on the horizon. What you call it? Documentary. He was the same with plants. It's like every there was a lot of knowledge in that man's brain, and then
Right.
bring
Mhm.
it out in childlike fashion. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, and it's amazing how much he knew about herbs since he
yeah,
got screwed up, in the university. I'm not gonna talk about what happened, but YouTube. But yeah, and like every time I would mention that something hurts or one of my kids have a problem. Oh, okay. Let me tell you, this herb and that herb. You buy it from iHerb, or you buy this one from a different site. what's the how many pounds is your kid? Okay. So let's divide this by that. Okay, you need this much. Give him like 2 times a day. I'm like, and for your hair, this much. Okay, how many pounds are you? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like I got so much from him. It's just amazing. I have like the whole book of those little things written down for teeth, for hair, for this, for skin. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Herbs.
so much knowledge from top of his head. He just knew it. He didn't have to look up anything.
I think for him,
Yeah.
like, it's like we all channel, bring it in, tell, downloads, or whatever we want to call it. I think it was all like had that connection to so much. It was always just yeah. Even the story he told me about an orange. We were in Florida when we were at the conference. The oranges didn't look good, but he had a whole story description to tell us why the orange looked like that, but it's still great quality. The whole history of oranges in Florida, like the last 30 years, in like 5-10 minutes. Like, okay, there we go. Me being from Canada,
Wow.
we don't have we have seasonal fruits, but we don't have anything like you guys have in the States. So that's so cool.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, that's me with everything, wild mangoes and stuff. People think I'm crazy when I collect wild mangoes and eat them. 'Cause they're so
I love
sweet,
mangoes. Good
and
for
they
us too.
think mangoes only grow at the stores.
No. Now I know we wanted to chat a bit more before I forget about things coming up, and of course, Oksana, I would invite you to be part of all of this as well, because there's a lot of new stuff coming up. I would just love to chat about, but the new retreats coming up that if people remember Charlene and Scott, they also worked really hard at the conference. So we're planning some retreats and conferences together now, and of course, Oksana and Rob, come on out. We're going to start small, but we're going to start in the United States, but we are going to try to do a few up in Canada. We have communities up here, but everything is so much more broader in the United. Don't you guys agree that there's so much more in the United States? Like, Canadians, where are you? So I'm going to bring them out of hiding, find my local channeling friends as well, and I'll bring them all out, and let's start preparing things. There's a lovely lady named Christine in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who's offering her beautiful property. It got delayed a bit because there was a fire, but now she's repaired it. But she keeps saying, Melissa, I want you to be the first one to hold a retreat on my property. So, and the last month she's bugging me. So we're going to start that planning. But once again, we have to plan that for warm weather. So we might have to wait a bit. But places in like San Diego, we can plan any time of the year because of the beautiful season. And of course, Florida, something like that, starting out planning in nice weather. We want to build something that actually, it's not just a one-off. It's a group of healers, presenters together, event planning, and bringing forth our not just our galactic history, our ancient history together. Like Chris Noble is a beautiful, I call him a healing musician because he created my music for my meditation, but he also has a video podcast called Ancient Mysteries Unearthed. He's like a mini Greg Braden. He just loves discover, like James and me, like Tartaria, mud flood theories, all ancient stuff on Earth. I see it every day, every city I go to. In Canada, we have so much of those old buildings. So he's going to share that. He's going to share sound baths, jazz music, and myself channeling and meditation, and bringing your beautiful energy to share what you do and have healing experiences as well. So we're just working on that now. So let's
beautiful.
Bring Canada and United States because of the weather. Like we all know, I don't even want to be here this winter. I tell you, after last winter, 4 feet of snow, I don't want to be here. So I've got an open invitation to go to San Diego with Charlene and Scott and their other older friend, a fellow named John. So it's like, okay, I might be in San Diego a lot this winter. Screw Canada.
That's nice. Yeah, that's your you're very good at organization. Like so many people told me about that you are very good at organizing people, things, conferences, events. So you're doing what you're supposed to do. I mean, it's amazing how good something, and when we get together, it just works out. Amazing.
Yeah. That's where it's the intention and just setting the next step. So go ahead, Rob.
No, I was just going to say it sounds interesting about the conference. I'd like to attend, and I think James would have wanted that. James would want people to carry on with his tradition of like I think to him that was really important, people getting together in person. And I heard the stories about him going to conferences and dancing, and it sounded like he really loved the in-person events.
Sure did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, I
danced.
tried to. Right, sorry. Yeah, he danced so well. I still sometimes watch his clips, on Instagram
Yeah.
of how he danced. I don't know. I just like you know that feeling sometimes you just want to watch something like from that period of time, and all of a sudden you feel like you're there because you
Yeah.
really are everywhere on your timeline.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Because
it's
he
interesting.
James tried to teach me some of that dancing in Florida. Like he had some, days when he wasn't well, but he had other days that he had full of energy. And teaching me. We were at a restaurant outside with the group, and he's teaching me to dance, part of his dance moves. And he taught me a lot. He taught me EV Mux, which is my streaming thing, which I still have to learn more in and outs, but he taught me that. It was like a lot of great things that he brought into my life and enriched my life, and that's the things I want to move forward with. Acknowledging that and not letting other energies try to take that away, because they're my memories with James. Other people might have different memories, and that's fine. But I like to honor what we had together, and it was nothing like coming into someone's life and going through a lot of extreme stuff within like an instant, like less than a year. And then the passing. So it's I truly believe, me coming to this world with an emergency department nursing background, it helps. I was always joking. I was like, everything I've done in my life has brought me up to this point. Because like I'm 11 years old and I'm a candy striper, feeding old people. I had no idea I was going to go into nursing. I was just volunteering. So it's amazing how we come into our life, just follow our gifts, follow our intentions, and we go forward. So that's
Right.
what we do. And I want to keep doing it, guys. I'm on a roll, even when there's health issues that per se might be holding me back. Because, if you remember right before the conference, I had a heart attack and I had 2 coronary stents put in. And, it could have been many other reasons for that. People would have assumptions. Also, my dad did die of age 58 of heart disease. So I come with a medical background and an energy medicine background, but I still combine the two. That's just who I am. So with that being said, I've overcome a lot, and I just see myself in a certain trajectory to keep my health going forward and still do what I'm meant to do here. So
Yeah.
with intention.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I tried to convince James for that last conference to do it online, because it's like, my brother, for instance, he's stuck in Ukraine, but he does conferences online a lot because he can't leave the country. And I was thinking like maybe a lot more people would join, because not every time. So some people are busy moms like me, but no, he liked it in person. He really did. And that especially I remember, would you go to the conference? You know what, we should go to Orlando, we should go to Disney, that's gonna be so cool. And he would start going over like the rides. Oh, this ride, I love that idea, this ride and that. And just, yeah, that spirit. I mean, I love clean souls that are not corrupt, and they always act like children. And like that's why when I see kids coming to any adult, like myself also, at the playground or anywhere, and just chatting, like opening up without, I mean, they feel you're like them. You're clean, you're clear, you know. But yeah, that was amazing about him. But how interesting, we don't know so much about people who do this podcast, like even about Rob. I mean, he has so many things he does, and he's curious about interested hobbies and this and that, knowledge. And then it opens up, unfortunately, a lot of times after the physical, the soul is gone from the physical. But we'll learn from each other so much
Yeah.
in each and every situation too, and what's ahead of us. You feel it, right? And you cannot stop it. It's hard to live through. I mean, the other day my left toe just like cracked, and I'm asking myself, now what? What is this now? I mean, seriously.
Yep.
And of course the phone is, it's like a neural link connected to your brain. I thought of a crack. Guess what I see on YouTube? Oh, flesh-eating bacteria is in your ocean, Oksana. Don't go swim. Guess what Oksana did? A plastic food wrapper around the toe with multiple tapes. I swim. Everybody looks at me like my legs sticking out of water with that thing. Oh, but yeah, and I mean, you notice the phone reads your mind, your thoughts. You don't even have to say it anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The
But my soul told me, oh yeah, it's we are all our souls together are working on our right and left, female and male energies, and you release our trauma from the other timelines through your toes these days. Guess what? The client I had this morning, I started talking about toes. She started laughing, saying, "Oh, that's why my toes are throbbing." I said, "Yeah, my right one is cracking now." At the point, like, it's crazy. Our body is just totally opening up, and in the physical, because this apparatus we call eyes only sees the physical part. We don't see how energies are like out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it can be powerful. I have to share this real quick, guys. I went to an event in Hamilton with my neighbor last weekend. It was Mystique was the fella's name. They are mind readers, psychic, a bit of and performers, because some of the people do swords swallowing and blowing fire. But this fella Chris on stage does these tricks, uses his mind, literally like out in like I've never seen quite like this. He's actually been on Canada's Got Talent and America's Got Talent. Like reading, we know they're psychics, we know a lot, but to see it and the power of it, and he reminds us that like like right in front of me, he's just naming things off that people are thinking this, that, and the other. And he goes and he has people on stage, and he'll go behind them, and he'll do this as if he's like not touching them, pushing their back, and he'll say to all three people, "Okay, who felt something push your back?" So two of the three people step forward, and then he touches his own toe, and then he goes, "Who just felt your foot being touched? Move forward." And the one lady did. So he reminds us, like, we know this, our energy, our everything, our intention can move things, and it was a great reminder. But just to seeing it in physical form, that reminds you, like, just like Oksana said, we have to watch what you say, love yourself, because if not, like, I love Louise Hay shit, just like the toe. We bring on this shit a lot ourselves, what we're going through. And
Exactly. Yeah. And
only
when you're truthful to yourself,
our ancestors too, right?
yeah, it's true.
I think
Yeah,
about
and
yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Um,
No,
yeah.
yeah,
I was
it's
gonna think where we were going next. Yeah. Let me think here. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, I don't know. Uh, I just totally lost my train of thought. Yeah.
If you like,
uh,
I can channel message if you
is
like, if you want for the group, because I do my meditations all the time, and right now it's all about healing and moving forward with intention. And every time I do a channel meditation, it brings that forward, and it reminds us we need to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
did you notice, by the way, it's hard today to keep thoughts. Like I keep talking about and then I forget.
I was
And
like
I
that.
was
Yeah.
gonna, because the corridor of eclipses, I'm telling you, I noticed yesterday, some people, emotions, strange behavior. And I'm keeping very quiet because the numerologist I trust, and she does Vedic astrology too. She says just don't get into conflict with people. They're gonna work on their own traumas by attacking you. So I'm just keeping quiet and just absorbing, which drives them crazy, of course. But yeah, the train of thought is like yesterday I was asleep all day, like literally. You wake up to drink water and then back. It's just amazing. These energies are just, and that affects everybody. Children, adults, it doesn't matter how much you awaken, because eventually everybody's gonna get awakened unless they have demonic possessions, and they never do, and they will have to go from a physical plane. But believe me, everybody, we're all in different groups. That's what's happening. Because like in sessions, I close my eyes, I immediately feel the pains that person has. And I see that person's energy sphere and the people around and the family. And I see, oh, okay, your son is actually this many groups behind you, but he's still going to reach the point of, flipping to another world frequency. Yeah, we're all going there. It just, some of us taking longer. But no matter what you do, if you're truthful to yourself, that's the thing I notice. No matter what others are trying so hard to make you upset, mention you, to others, talk badly behind you, because you always know it, when you are psychic, you feel it.
Yeah.
That if you are like not lying to yourself, which is a natural thing to do, because you know what happens when you do. It's bad
That's a
stuff
good point.
happens,
Honest,
know?
and honor yourself, like the good and there's like two, like you were
Exactly.
explaining 2 days
Right.
ago. I was actually angry and just so tight energy, but I didn't hold it in. I let it out and I expressed
Yep.
it. This is how I'm feeling and this is going on. Like I don't deny it, but like I'm not directing it to hurt anyone else. But it's like this is me. Yeah,
Exactly.
having an effing day today and this and this and that and so then my neighbor made me feel better by remembering the word bucko. Remember bucko? Hey, bucko. We're still human. We have anger, but as long as we deal with it and release it. So I was using hey, bucko, and then I felt better. So it helped.
Yeah.
But yeah, the intense of these energies, it's crazy. It is
It's
it's
pushing the
we're in the
mental
middle of this right
body.
now. Yeah.
Right. It's kind of like an acupuncture on your mental body, I noticed, because like all of a sudden, 2 days ago, I think it was, I wanted to listen to Ukrainian song, which I barely listened to because I don't want to remind myself. I talk to my brother anyway. He lives in Kiev. And then I wanted to cry, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna observe myself crying from a third person perspective on the way back from the beach. So, and then I had a client, and she said the same on the same very day. She felt like crying. And then another person writes to me the same way, feeling very sad. Oksana, sorry for bothering you. I know you're busy, but I just want to let you know. I said, well, that's great. Just keep writing to me because it
Right.
matches up so well, and it
Yeah.
gives us all the power. Oh, so we're doing it together, actually. We're
Yeah.
not on our own. So we have to exchange how we feel. It's a good thing.
I love
And
that.
The energies have been insane too. At first I thought it was just the full moon, and then I thought it was Mercury retrograde. But it seems like something altogether. I don't know what it is. But the energies have been like really intense lately, and it's been causing a lot of people to argue and all kinds of stuff.
If you
right.
think about where the Earth is going, I always joke. I have many theories up here. There are some people who believe in flat Earth still, and then I have all these theories, and I keep joking. I hope it's still round Earth because I want to go up in space and be in the Enterprise.
It is round, but it's
because-
layered with flat discs, and
I
we're on
know.
one of them. So
There's so
both
many theories.
are true.
But and so what I feel, and I'm understanding more with astrology, wherever the planet is going through now within the cosmos, the solar system, whatever, it's the energy that it's there that we're going through now. And I believe we do go in cycles with this. We do. So wherever we are in this area, the sun, the plasma rays, we all know this stuff. It is affecting us. And I even love some of the work Greg Braden does. He talks about how the Earth cycles, the solar cycles, they're all real. They all happen. They affect conflict on Earth. They affect times that we're joyous and happy. It's all correlated to cycles, and we're pumping ourselves through these cycles. And we're in this shift, we're deep in the middle of it, and it's like everything is here. And and once again, I try to stay positive. Like all the shit that just came out, we know Jeffrey Epstein stuff. We were talking about that shit 30 years ago. So back then, you're younger. It's like, yeah, I'm angry. That sucks. Why is it happening? But now it's like, we need to rise above this, guys. So let's not be angry. I have people yelling and cursing and swearing. I see in videos about this. Like, whoa, guys, you're giving the energies of the negative energies out that per se negative energies want us to portray. But we don't want to create an earth like that. So we have to remember, express it with our loved ones, get it out, our anger, but don't stay in that vibration every day, and don't keep cursing the world, and don't keep cursing the negative, because you're just going to draw that back into your life. And we don't want to build more of that energy on earth. We want to say, okay, we are working through this. We have all the help of beings of light, which is in my picture there. And we're all doing this together. And we have shit days, we have hard days, we all do. But just remember, we're never alone. And I had actually a reminder of a friend a week ago, said years ago when he went through the shittiest time of his life, he put a prayer out there. And I never grew up religious, but we know there's beings that come, you work with you, take care of you, help you. And that coming from that friend, hearing that is like, wow, what a profound experience. Like, it's so amazing that many more people are understanding this and seeing this. Like, they're waking up. They're waking up, guys. So let's just keep waking everybody up. And but when they're ready, we can't force it. But when they are awakened, we can help guide them.
Yeah, I think we did this at the right time, because this is from a person. She said, or she, I don't know if this is a he or she. They say, I was just thinking, damn, I miss James Rink, and this popped up. And then also, this was a really good comment from For Me to Be Me. She says, my impression is the last ditch effort from the dark to cause problems on purpose.
Yep.
Regarding what's going on.
What we went through, what Oksana and I went through. Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah.
Because they assess. So basically, as I see, AI is controlling everything. So there's like analytical part of AI, which is a processor, right? Process information from all of us through the phones, through the devices we use, through scanners. I see the walls of the matrix scanning us every day. And then they throw this pre-recorded, pre-written programs or timelines at us, possible events, and how we react and what we would do. And then they would study the reaction. Next time they try to modify it a little bit to make it more susceptible, so we're like creating harder. But if we don't, at some point they give up. They themselves don't know how it's going to end up. Well, we do know that we are smarter. We deal with AI all over the place. That's why the push for AI, because you know how they always want to do? A etheric and physical level has to level up and be all AI covered.
I do love the works of Greg Braden, reminding us that we are our own soft technology within us, and we need to remember that as humans. We are our own. We can do anything and more than that technology can do. We have this. It's been shown. We have superpowers, but we didn't grow up learning it. People in the East, like, they grew up learning about like all the different things, yogis and Hindis. They having the energy of lighting things on fire or levitating. It exists. And I keep joking. Okay, Melissa, in this lifetime, I want to do all that shit. I want to do it now, but I'm not levitating yet. But it's like this mystical, magical shit. It's real, but we have not been conditioned to understand that or to learn it or believe it. So we have to start somewhere where it's like, this is real, guys. How can we work on this? And that's what I teach as well. We have the power to send through setting intention. So make sure you wake up every day and your intentions are good. If you wake up like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, another fucking day, you're going to have another fucking day. But if you wake up thinking, okay, I'm blessed to I've got a roof over my head. I've got warm bed to sleep in. I've got friends around. Being grateful, guys, is the magic of life. We don't do it enough. And I've got to remind myself that when I get those days I get angry or mad, I tell myself, love, 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 because I have to switch that switch, because we're human. We still have deep anger. We can have the resentment still. But when you switch that and you understand you have the power, and we're human and we're still going to learn. And we all have these emotions and we need to have these emotions. That makes us unique, having emotions. So we have to remember, like Greg Braden says, we are our own soft technology. We have the power to do so much. So, yeah, right. I do like some aspects of AI, but we don't want it to run everything. I refuse to get an Apple Watch, and I'm not going to have something that I say, hey Siri, or hey, what's the other name? Do
Alexa.
Alexa. No. I can't.
I don't even have ChatGPT. I don't want to deal with it.
For business shit, because business shit's hard. Like, website shit can be hard. I didn't go to school for website shit. I didn't go to school for sales. I've learned a lot about sales. But I went to school for nursing, so I love the human body. Let's talk about the human body and our anatomy and now our energy systems. That's what I love. But yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah, and plus the thing is, like, I always talk to with myself. I mean, I can't even say to my soul because, like, my soul is me, and my soul always reminds me, just keep reminding people, everything is pre-written, and if everything is pre-done, so basically my soul, um, so the whole scenario is right there already for me. And if something goes a little bit not the right way, my soul does put certain people on my way to correct the way.
I
So
love that.
there's really nothing to worry about. Why are we worrying about? Yeah, emotion comes up, a lot of sadness these days, a lot of like how it was before, how it's never going to be the same, and childhood memories and these memories. But ultimately, at the end, we're all in the movie theater watching our lives and having an illusion of our physical body participating in the lives. The illusion becomes real when the pain hits, right?
Yeah.
In the thanks to the now alien malevolent beings who put the nervous system in the body because we're not feeling pain on other planets. Only on those which are taken over, they want you to feel pain, but that's okay. We'll get over it.
And
I always
you know
say we'll
what?
get over it.
When I do my work and meditation, channeling, and sitting and my pain will go away, which is great. Like actually, even
I
right now, it's
right.
gone. But when I sit and I do a lot,
Uh,
my physical pain comes back. But doing my work, you
I
generally,
distract myself.
yeah,
Uh, so that's what I do. My toe cracked, bleeding. I'm like, I'm going rollerblading. You know what I mean?
I
And
just
then
to
it
got rid of that
stops.
energy.
I pretend it doesn't exist. I do the opposite what they expect me to
But
do,
you
you know?
and we need to remember we have more power and control. It's literally, if you're in an issue like you don't like it, stand up and shake yourself, shake your whole body, move that
Oh, that's what
energy.
I do when swimming, because I do this and I say,
Yep.
all of this stuff goes out of me. Like, I have to do it every time after I have a
Every
client because
day,
it's
every
like
day,
cleansing.
every human being should be doing that. Our cats, they get up and stretch and they yawn, right? We have that
Mm,
mechanism as well in us, but it's hilarious, not hilarious. There was a couple years ago, and I didn't know till about a year ago, my urge to yawn and stretch because my
in
physical
sessions, I do that all the
it
time.
was gone, and all of a sudden a year ago I start yawning and stretching again. It's like, oh, I haven't done that in a long time. The urge, whatever physicality, my myofascia, whatever is being held in my body, it's dissipating, and it's like, oh,
Right,
thank goodness, hallelujah. It's my nervous system is settling down from a lot of the shit that I've been through. So we're always
right.
healing, but we just have to
And
remember
you
these tools
expand,
every day.
right? You expand your band of frequency and your energy field by stretching, by yawning every time I work with a soul in the session and the energy body start cleansing.
You
I
clear,
mean,
yeah.
I cannot stop my yawning. It's just amazing.
And burping. That happens a lot too. I remember doing Palladium
I don't
Athenian
burp. I
burp,
never
burp,
do.
burp, burp. Yep. And
I
yawning.
yawn. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know some of the friends of Alba Vainan, that was my first session with her back in 2016, and I know some people burp in sessions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some people burp excessively. Like my singing and Palladium healing teacher, she was burps. I did little burp, but mostly yawns too. But yeah, like, yeah, just always. Yeah. So I'm doing a session. It's like, sorry guys, it's not you. It's not. It wasn't what I ate. It's the energy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
See, it's even interesting how our bodies feel our clients and what we go through physically.
I wanted to ask Rob just chat with you with how are you feeling with all these energies, because once again, like Oksana mentioned, you're dealing with, you meet a lot of people and you chat with a lot of people. How, when you bring all that knowledge and like you got like 20 million theories coming at you, how are you integrating all that, and how are you feeling with yourself, like your physical self, your spiritual self, your mental body, how are you feeling? I would love to know.
Um,
Let's Rob share a
I'm
little bit.
I'm good for the most part. I'm just trying. It's been a struggle. It's like, like I think everybody's kind of going through a financial struggle, or at least I don't know. It's weird because it's like some people are prospering. Like I'm having a rough time, and then also I've been getting like targeted and spiritually attacked. But that seems to that's been better. But that overall, I'm pretty good. But I still get messed with, and I still get still have tough. But I mean, yeah, I process it and I clear myself, and I've been working out and trying to make myself feel better. Doing things that make me feel better, like trying to eat right and all that stuff.
And remember,
Right.
of course, the intention part, like sitting down every day, attracting that more abundance, and the idea, like feeling yourself in the energy of abundance, that your greatest desires coming true, whether it be that new job, that relationship, or that a new car or whatever. Like this is the energy. Like sit with the feeling of the joy and the happiness every day. And I tell you, doing this more and more, it brings more and more in ways you may never understand. So you do have to set your intentions in a good way. I remember my friend needed $20,000 to launch her book. And what happens? She has a car accident and she gets $20,000 for her vehicle. So she doesn't have a vehicle, but she has the money for her book. So you got to be careful where you're asking the universe to bring you the money. But setting it in positive ways and keeping all the good intentions out there. I don't want to crash my van. I love my van. Needed to get around. So yeah.
Interesting. I do the opposite now. I just figured out my way. I just relax and tell myself, you know what I need, right? It just like on at all the levels of my existence. I am just relaxed. I completely trust you.
You do
That's
you
my conversation with my soul. And I know as long as I'm calm inside,
yeah.
everything's gonna come. Like last night, I mean, maybe some other people will have had the same night like we all had, but with you and with Ephesia, actually, our podcast coming up on Monday with Ephesia too, with Rob, we're texting at 3 in the morning. I mean, it wasn't 3 in the morning for London for her, but for us, I
Yeah.
mean, the night before I was sleeping like a log through. But you know how it happens? Like all of a sudden, three of us connect. We decide to do podcast this morning. I
Yeah.
mean, Rob offers, we are fine with it. It's just totally perfect.
Synchronicity lined up. Like I finally
And
got that
you
call from
get a
Doug.
topic,
Yeah. It just came together.
right? Yeah, I just thought of you for some reason, for that day. And then I'm thinking, like, what are the topic? And then you tell me all this good news from Doug, I'm like, perfect. Everything kind of matches up when you relax and trusting your soul to do the work for you.
Like
That's what
go
I
let the
do.
universe bring you the stuff. Like set your intention because you want positive intentions. Like I'm not going to crash my car to get the $20,000, but you do. You're
I
releasing.
mean,
You let
yeah, of
go
course it's
and trust.
positive.
Yeah. But my
Yeah, I'm
I think
always safe and protected by my soul. That's all it's not even my intention anymore. It's the thing I know. What you believe, you create.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, this was a great conversation. I guess we could kind of finish up here. Well, I guess we'll do this. Do you guys have any final thoughts? And yeah, well, that'd be great. Or whatever you want to share about James or whatever. Yeah. Thank you. This was awesome.
Yes, thank you, Rob. Yeah, we're gonna chatting with Doug now. We're gonna be getting. I'm gonna get you the links to Doug's Rumble, and you can let everybody know. He's releasing video by video of each speaker, and then of course the panel is going to come up in another video, and then in essence he's really going to get all the videos out, and then we're going to do the video memorial likely at the beginning of October. So we will like nail down the date. Doug has done a lot of work on his own. All this he's been doing on his own time, not getting paid for whatever. So he's awesome. Thank you so much, Doug. He's putting his heart into this work. So getting it all done, we'll have it released. We'll set our intentions for that, a yearly memorial of the supersoldiercon.com 2025. And we'll get it out there. We're going to try to email the people who did purchase the live stream tickets. Because the recording was supposed to go out to them, I believe. So,
Well,
we're getting there. Yeah.
And Melissa, do you want to share your sites, like how people can follow you and stuff like that?
Sure. Yeah. You had my YouTube link. It's under Melissa Downard. I don't know if it's Melissa T or Melissa Downard on YouTube. And then I have my websites is www.truebeings.light.com. That's my website, and I mean, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Insta. And I've just started getting back to doing Facebook Lives again, which is really cool. And on Tuesday mornings, I used to do them all through COVID with me and my friend Sue. We did it for 2 years. Then her dad died, so we stopped. So I'm going to be getting into like Instagram Lives and maybe some TikToks, some fun live readings and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of getting back into things I was doing before the last couple crazy years came. So yeah.
Yeah.
Back
And
to the
Oksana, do you want to share your final thoughts and your links and stuff?
Yeah, I was thinking I was gonna mention for people to feel better, because I always feel like I need to say something to make everybody feel better, because we're all going through this. And Rob, like, I know you're a very strong soul. James told me repeatedly you took over what he used to do, and for him you're number one in what you're doing. And that's why they attack you, because the more activity you do in this matrix that we didn't separate 100% from, yet they would attack you. And just like an AI system, its algorithm. Oh, okay, he's spreading the truth. Okay, yeah, let's do this and this and that. What are his weak points? How can we
Yeah.
damage his equipment? How can we do something to his health? So this, and the stronger the soul, the more they would try to attack you. Like, you all have to remember this. And
Yeah.
we just have to get through it. It's like, the matrix is up and down. After negative period of time in your life comes the positive, and vice versa. So kind of like that's how it goes. In terms of, I keep getting messages on WhatsApp and Telegram, speaking of how to connect with me for a session. It's just like, Oksana, can you help me? Oksana, can I ask you a question? And I don't know who you are. Oh, I've been doing sessions for 9 years, on another channel for a year, for a different woman. I was a telepath too. And like, please introduce yourself and tell me who you are, because I'm confused, and write to my email. You can find me on other platforms, no doubt about it. But please don't write, because if you write to me on Messenger, I might answer you in 3 years. Like, remember, Rob, you asked me to go on your podcast, and a year later, I answered you. So that's what might happen. So my email is marinamyguide@gmail.com. You probably post the link. And I have a channel too. So it's telepath that connects to my client's soul, something like this, because I changed it. I started with regressive hypnosis because that's the course I took. But then people mostly don't want to go into trance themselves, and they want me to go. And I'm so used to it. Like, the minute you connect to me through email, I already know your energy. My body already starts hurting, like your body is hurting. I kind of know, what your problems are. So, like, email is the way to connect with me. And if you want to watch how my sessions go, you can just watch the sessions I post on my channel. Also, energy updates. My energy updates are based on my body, the pains and everything I'm going through, and my clients. I connect them all, and sometimes it's just like when I have, like, that in the sometimes you just feel like, oh, I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's when I do it. It's not like consistent. My channel is not monetized because I was I was trying to get away from the matrix as much as I can. Guess what? They still delete my videos, and they deleted my videos with James and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't matter if it's monetized or not, but I didn't want to put myself, like, pressure on myself to release the videos, every week. But I do know if that's something you love doing, you should be doing, because you still need money to survive in this physical.
Yeah.
So what Rob is doing, I mean, I don't know how he does this many podcasts. I just see these things popping up, and well, it must be you're losing so much energy. I don't even know. You need to have like a huge pool with salt water in your backyard and like lay down in it
Feeling
every
bad.
time after I mean, because every person you interview has a totally different energy,
Yeah.
and some have beings attached to them, others don't, and they all different kind of like, and you all absorb it too. You know that. So I'm amazed. You're very strong.
Oh,
So
thank you.
keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, well, tell us where to find you, Oksana. And I think I guess you already did. Yeah, it's marinamyguide@gmail.com, right?
Yeah. The only email I check every day. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll put you guys' links in the description. And this was great. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. I this was awesome. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was up messaging you guys like at like 3 in the
I
morning,
know.
yeah.
and then I
Yeah.
woke up early. So I'm probably gonna take a nap after this. And yeah, and thank you guys. This was awesome.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Rob.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
We'll talk again
Thank you,
soon.
All right,
Melissa.
Yeah, thank
all
you,
right,
Bye.
Oksana. Yeah,
Bye,
all
thank
right.
you.
I'll
everyone.
talk to you
It
guys
was great how we
soon.
all came
Bye.
together.